Alright, folks, welcome back. It is Monday again, local time. It's reset day. That's week 4 of Neverwinter's Adventures in Wildspace. So last week we had a very long main story quest line. It's kind of like 3 things. You were helping out the ill-tempered or suspicious what's that person's name? Vesov? A Gith, right? The Gith helped some comrades, did a test of strength for the usual Gith race stuff, you know. And then we helped out the other general, the elf general, to resupply things, put things in order, mainly just to resupply the crystals, you know. We were peddling some goods, restore some crystals, help the resistance. And then Volkoth, wait, actually I think the highlight mission was for the elf person. The farms, right? They were supplying, I guess they were supplying food, but the farm was a highlight. The MAKUs and the hawk fields, that was nice. Bishop, you know, went fishing to appease the hawk fields, and then yeeted some not really eat it, but you know, stole some seeds for the MAKUs, fix up the ye old classic space farming feud, right? Classic. We got all relatable, incredibly relatable to rival farm families on a random, was it an asteroid or a planet? I think they were on an asteroid. So just typical usual Earth things. And then Volkov basically did the mobster thing, have a lot of informants, keep the informants in line, keep them paid so that he has insider information, and then loaded a jammer on a spell jammer. Well, lots of things happened. It was so much so that you actually passed currency. So let's see what else. There's more now that's moved from week 3 to week 4, because I don't do the milestone main quests until the week after. So let's see what happens next. Traditionally the 4th week is the week that the let me take a look. So traditionally the 4th, oh no, this is just the 3rd milestone. Okay, so this is where they set up for whatever the dungeon is. Like so we're like 1 away from when they set up the whole Imperial Citadel attack, which we've done a run each week since the 2nd week already. Pretty entertaining dungeon. Last week I actually went as a healer, and let's just say the other guys were over, like, very already on board with everything being done. There was a little hiccup at the end, but that's kind of the usual. Someone's not too comfortable in avoiding damage, right? All right. So let's see how many currency we're gonna have. We even floated the arena last time, so we can't get another one here. All right, let's see. Oh, it's Vestra.
Show us your worth, Ishtik, and maybe we will grant you respect.
Yep, still, yeah.
Having brought back my Kithrak and liberated the prisoners, you've begun to exhibit both worth and strength. Few Ishtik earn such attention from me. The asteroid, Gradius, is becoming a significant nuisance here in Doomspace, while my legion is occupied with the Star Elves across Wildspace. We cannot redirect our efforts to Gradius. However, the remaining Geish there have left behind a dreadful offering. Grackled, the Elder Brain. This final evolution of the Geish is particularly abhorrent and must be eradicated. Kill it, and then use this spell I've given you to destroy the stump.
Okay. Pretty typical. The Gith and the Ithalids, right? Ithalids. Never-ending cycle of violence. I was gonna do something. I forgot. Oh, right. It's actually pretty low. Alright, what do we have here?
We have done well to weaken the Empire, but there's still more work to be done.
Right, Aenor.
It appears the Xerixian Empire refuses to relinquish their grasp on asteroid Tanis.
Tanis again.
The persistent Starmoth moored there poses a significant barrier to retrieving the crystals essential for the impending war on the Imperial Citadel. It's time for a bolder approach. We've opted to permanently disable that ship to disrupt their efforts. I ask for your assistance in delivering a specially prepared dragon tar barrel. Once placed and ignited, the resulting detonation will keep them preoccupied, slowing their progress significantly in the region.
Alright, Saboteur. Okay, sure.
My fleet isn't just shit. Regret isn't my style, but I do believe in tidying up matters. One of my associates from the Trade Consortium dared to quarrel over a contract. She's trying to hide from me on planet Bizonov and thinks she can threaten me. Seek out this troublemaker and handle the situation as you deem necessary. I'll be watching.
Okay. Contractual disputes. Fair enough.
I look to
We
the
floated
when I
these,
am
so
the
we're
high
just
ground.
gonna...
I appreciate excellent work. In my committee, people Lord General Ian.
I'm just gonna think that we need at least 15, right? At least 15. Oh, we need to reach... Wait, did they start the second one? Oh, bonus progress. Oh, I forgot about this. They added overflow campaign progress for the battle pass. Okay. Wait. How does this work? Standard choice, battle pass, premium choice. Oh, so you get one of each? Interesting. What's in here? Astral diamonds, bars, wards. Oh, okay. The 6 currencies. All right. I don't know what a. And there's odds already. Okay, sure. Fair enough. All right. Let's go destroy the Elder Brain. Okay. Hey, Sub-Zero. Hello. Hello. How are you? For the first half day, it is Monday. Alright. So we gotta take care of the Elder Brain. Oh, it's a brain. Okay. Who would have thunk it? Oh. It also has tentacles. I mean, it is a Ithalid, so you would expect tentacles. You're good. Not to make you jealous or anything, but I couldn't help but order. Oh, you little. Alright, that's. Alright, fair enough. That beef and chili oil was too good, man. I've been pretty well. Did that guy just stand there and waited for me to complete it? Yeah, they certainly did. I was supposed to interact with something. Oh. I was supposed to do that. Yeah. Japanese is going well, right? Japanese is going, American Mother's Day was yesterday, so went out to do something, half day. Met a few new people, few new peeps. Hang on. Which class do I play? This is the barbarian, but usually I bootstrap through three. So the barbarian, the fighter, and the paladin. Basically the tanks in the game. Usually I find them most efficient because, well, your own tank. I don't know. I gotta lead the group somehow, right? Implicitly lead the group. Yeah, I played this game over the course of 10 years. So it's my live service game that I do when I need to relax. When I play to relax. Yeah. Well, when you pug all the time, right? When you do pickup groups and random groups, usually the tank role in many of these live service games are the ones that dictate the momentum most of the time.
Who might you be? I don't know you.
I'm usually the support player ever since like World of Warcraft. So I'm either the healer or the tank. Occasionally when people are like, oh yeah, we don't have any ego lifters, so you can DPS for once, that kind of thing, right? It's the same for like hero shooters and stuff. I play the tank and the healer. Tank or the healer, or both in one match. All right, so Volkov. Oh yeah, this person is reneging on a contract.
Volkov is a fool for not signing this pact. How dare he attempt to twist my words?
Whoa, her voice is raspy. Wait a minute, wait. You're just gonna leave? Wait, you're gonna hit me? Oh, not friendly. Oh, I guess, wait.
You fool! It is unwise to challenge an infernal pact.
Oh, she's not a, okay. Okay, alright. I guess we took care of business, right? Volkov. I feel like Volkov knew. Alright, well, we're just cleaning up business for the local mobster. The local kingpin, it's fine. Alright, let's go deal with other things. Tannis, right. We gotta help the resistance. Aenor and the resistance. Let's go and sabotage a moth. What do they call it? Star moth. Let's go load a bomb. It's not really a bomb. It's more like a fire. I don't know what you call it. Like it's an oil bomb. And just set the place on fire to keep them occupied. Alright, folks. Friendly. No. Oh my gosh, that guy body blocked me. Amazing. Can you please stop? Can you, hello? Does this have a reset timer? Oh my gosh. This is why quest items, quest interactables should be unique. It literally has a reset timer. Amazing.
No one can stand against us.
Wait, what did I complete? Oh, that activities. That's fine. 25 left. MMORPGs. Archaic design. Here you go. Obviously, the other guy is going to sit there and it's faster if I do a win-win situation where I leave and just go to a less populated instance. I would be fantastically shocked if a live service game had people who do courtesy behavior. Yeah, it has a timer. Okay. Detonate the explosive. Sure. Hooray! Oh, and it does explode. Okay. Well, there you go. Alright, now let's get back to Is that so loud? Oh. Okay, my father is replacing something in the room next, so there's gonna be like random hammering sounds, possibly. Yeah, it's loud enough to trigger the gate, so apologies in advance.
Tuneras chosen serves our queen to crippled.
You continue to surprise us with your strength, Istik. You show might equal to some of the most powerful of Githyanki warriors. It seems you have been underestimated.
You're welcome. Clean up aisle Zarbos.
I have heard rumors of our old enemy, the Githzerai, on an asteroid named Zarbos. Our enduring battle concerns me less than their intrusion into the Geish colony. Their disruption has allowed tadpoles to endure, birthing danger. Deprived, they feast on one another, birthing a lone neothelid. Not yet mature, but formidable. Over 20 of our finest warriors are needed to vanquish a fully grown neothelid. Show us your might, Istik, and defeat this foul beast before it develops.
Neothelid. Neothelid. Wonder what that looks like. Do you pay attention to? I do. This is the D&D universe, so this game reminds you of RuneScape. That's interesting. Well, it's a Western fantasy, and RuneScape is probably inspired off Dungeons and Dragons. So yeah, right. I could see that. Only game you've done that was Star Wars: The Old Republic. I can see that. This is D&D universe, so this is my only essence of connecting with the D&D universe. I don't have a lot of background in Dungeons and Dragons. Like, I haven't played like Baldur's Gate, and like I don't remember anything of Baldur's Gate. And then there's like Lorien's Baldur's Gate. Yeah, Neverwinter is part of the Forsaken Realms chapter of. It's an extension of the Dungeons and Dragons universe. So this is D&D. Have you watched? Oh, I don't know. Have you watched a more recent Dungeons and Dragons movie? It's actually a pretty fantastic movie. You'll probably see a lot of the things from like in this game. Like if you watch Baldur's Gate 3 content, you probably know that these are what Gith looks like. So all the races are common to all the extended universes. I mean, like, I don't even call this like an extent. How would I describe this in Star Wars? it's basically like Star Wars extended universe, right? It's everything that doesn't do like there are some main lines in the Forsaken Realms in their own way, but it's kind of like the Dungeons and Dragons a lot of people refer to. They have their particular pockets of favoritism, and Neverwinter is definitely one of them, or the Forsaken Realms. Neverwinter is part of the Forsaken Realms. For this one, this is the, I guess they refer to it like generalized, the Spelljammer thing. This is the Space Saga portion where your characters from Realm Space, which is a separate place, I suppose, and this is in I don't know what this place is called anymore. But the current place where it's like a different realm, so this is a different realm, and it's composed of a lot of space, different types of space with planets and asteroids, and they kind of mirror the fantasy, the realm space, but in a different way. And then you still have your similar archetypes like kingpins, infighting, you know, long-standing rivalries between specific race, but they're the space version. I see. I never got into D&D, but I can see how it would be more interesting to follow along with the story in this game when it's a part of the whole story. I always thought it was a standalone game. Most people kind of take it more of as a pocket group too. Like, I would say Neverwinter is akin to Games Workshop's 40K, so to speak. So like, yeah, Warhammer Fantasy. I'm gonna get a lot of flack from this, but I'm an outsider to Dungeons and Dragons, and how I like understand the cultural community aspect. There are a lot of D&D fans. However, then there are like slight favoritisms. So then you have the Forgotten Realms, and then you have everything else. And then Forgotten Realms is like this exceptionally popular segment of D&D that spawned its own like incredible extra group. Like, it's like an extra group where they're all D&D fans, but Forsaken Realms is like exceptionally, like Neverwinter and the Forsaken Realms is exceptionally popular. Much like if you take Games Workshop's Warhammer, there's an argument that, in my opinion, the impression I get from as an outsider, that 40K has, like, they're still Warhammer fans, but 40K is exceptionally popular within the Games Workshop things. Maybe debatably even more so than fantasy, right? So there's Warhammer Fantasy and Warhammer 40K, which is a science fiction art. It's kind of like that. I don't think I have a Tolkien. I don't think I have a Tolkien example. Like, a Tolkien example would be someone who really, really loves The Hobbit as opposed to the Lord of the Rings trilogy. That might be a tough argument. I personally really like The Hobbit, like the book Hobbit. It's actually the only book I read, and then the only context I have for Lord of the Rings trilogy is Peter Jackson's trilogy, right? So maybe yes or no. I'm a dilettante in all of these things, so I can't really say from a perspective of heavy lore. I think the heaviest lore I can possibly dredge up is Blizzard's universe, right? Blizzard's universe, especially the Warcraft universe. So, you know, you have like the three or four trifectas now, right? Dungeons and Dragons, Warcraft, and the Blizzard extended universe, Games Workshop, and Wizards of the Coast Dungeons and Dragons. Those are, in my opinion, the three most prominent in the fantasy world. you might make an argument for Tolkien, but Tolkien fantasy kind of like inspired all three of them. So it's kind of like you have the prior influence, and then they spawned the three, like kind of like a Zeus and Hera moment, and spawning the rest of the gods. So Tolkien is trying, there's some Tolkien stuff coming up and whatnot, but definitely not as much as Dungeons and Dragons, Wizard of Coast, Blizzard, and Games Workshop. Yeah.
Stopping the Empire is the only way to ensure my people no longer cause harm.
Oh, she is an Astro Elf. Okay, so right now, since you here's Sub-Zero. Since you follow Star Wars, the Old Republic, this storyline is similar to Star Wars in some way. So it's about overthrowing the tyranny of a usurper, and it's we don't know yet, but it's almost implied that it's regicide, as in Prince Zalith of the Astral Elves, which this Aenor, this general, is also an Astral Elf, just based on what she's saying. He is taking reins of the Xeraxian Empire from his father, the current emperor, right now. But when you do the dungeon, when you fight him at the end of the Imperial Citadel, where the Astral Elves lie, he is dubbed the Emperor. So I imagine he usurped his father, if not killed his father, to assume Imperial command, right? So we already know, sort of, he's the Emperor eventually at the end of the storyline. Usually dungeons unlock first, so you don't find out until the 5th week for me, the 4th milestone. But he wants to command all of this space, like Doom space and everything. So naturally, you are recruited by the people in the different spaces to ally against the tyranny of the emperor. So basically, you're the rebels, right? And all the rebels line up together. Saboteurs, merchants, merchants, kingpin. Our enemy is the enemy of my enemy is my friend, kind of thing, temporarily. And you're lining up with the princess. I think her name is, I keep forgetting her name, Zorelia or something. So you rescued her in the first chapter before, and then now you're gonna place her on the throne by overthrowing the tyrannical brother who usurped the throne. So that kind of sort of sounds like a lot of your your nobility, your fantasy into your science fiction parallelisms, more or less, right? So that's what you're doing. You're basically helping this person who is technically a traitor, right? Well, she doesn't agree with the line of her people, which are the Astral Elves, and helping rebels take supplies, and then we're allying with a local kingpin, basically, who controls Doom space. Does give all the same vibe. Yeah, it's your thing, right? If you read like a George R. R. Martin novel like Game of Thrones, you have intrigue, exploits, murder, right? Borderline genocide, backdoor deals, and then eventually when something happens, new problems happen, and then you kind of backstab other people. It's a Game of Thrones. It's a game. Knowing all this is almost kind of intimidating to get into the game, so there's so much to know about. If you're into like the lore side, the Dungeons and Dragons, you cannot enter anything Dungeons and Dragons related without being overwhelmed. So naturally, most people play this game for the sake of live service. Those that remain are kind of lore heavy, but they don't use this specific game, Neverwinter Online, as a source. This is more like how should I say this related to my Duolingo response? I think it's like Duolingo. I think it's like Duolingo in the sense that if you are deep in your depths of Japanese culture and learning Japanese language, and then you need a review, right? Like fan service and like a nice little cathartic reminder of the things you know, then you hop into Neverwinter Online and say, oh yeah, hey, I know that stuff. Even though like you do most of that stuff, participate in most of that stuff outside of this game. That's kind of because this is a live service game too. So much like Duolingo and other live service things, it's about the consistency of building smaller and smaller foundations over a long period of time. Hey, Orange. Yeah, long time no see, Orange. You haven't played Neverwinter in a while? I see. So what have you been up to lately, Orange?
My informants in the region confirm your success. It's crucial to grasp that critical situations often demand unconventional actions. Tanistan is a pivotal strategic site and resource. Thus, capturing and safeguarding it remains paramount to our efforts.
I usually, Sub-Zero, I usually take the first character, and what I'm listening for is the writing. So I'm reading the writing, but I'm also listening to the voice acting. Because I have a particular interest in how picking up like speech patterns and stuff right now, obviously, because Sub-Zero, I've been learning Japanese for close to 3 months now, almost 3 months, and usually I do this thing most of the time for many of the things I do involving video games and stuff. Language is a very fundamental part of voice acting and vocal production manipulation. So on top of the whole building lore or whatnot, I like to maximize my time instead of fast clicking through everything.
Your support in pushing
and
back
this is
their
the activities.
I've just received troubling news. Our vital mole's been exposed and eliminated. A significant blow to us. She provided crucial intel on the Empire's moves. It's hard to replace her, but we've a plan needing your aid if you're in. The Empire relies on sending stones, and one on Balloria's exposed. Your task: secure the stone and defeat Astral Elves for the unlocking key. Expect an ambush. The Empire doesn't often make mistakes. This intel is crucial before we strike the Imperial Citadel.
Your classic setup where this is crucial, but it's also running into a trap, right?
Friends may turn, kingdoms. I've toiled tirelessly to carve my power and influence in this region. Don't presume for an instant that some infernal charlatan held sway over the esteemed Volcath. That devil was left fuming by the loss, unable to ensnare my soul with its deceitful tricks. I'm far too astute to barter away my soul for fleeting, shallow gains. It'd serve you well to keep this between us, at least for the time being. I'm beginning to appreciate your skill.
Well, there you go. I like the infernal charlatan. That's a double meaning because the person was quite literally a devil. Fleeting shallow gains. Cash is king, huh?
I require your expertise once more, as
Of
you
course.
have proven yourself valuable to my affairs. Are you acquainted with the asteroid High Turn in Gabion space? It was once a thriving hub, a cornerstone of my fortunes, thanks to the Trade Consortium, until that strange object crashed into it. It wasn't long before anyone staying on the asteroid for more than a few days fell ill, and then expired, only to rise again as the unliving. The merchants who owe me still linger there, indebted, even in undeath. I need you to journey there and retrieve what they owe. If you keep your visit brief, you need not fear a thing.
That weird feeling when you're killing something that's already dead to collect. Last time, I think I told you you were going to have financial problems. Oh yeah, so how that do? You got divorced, filed bankruptcy, been playing mostly gacha games like Genshin Impact, Snowbreak, Nikkei, Counterside, and AFK Arena. Well, I hope everything's going well now. Or looking up. I'm sorry to hear about all that. I wasn't, you did allude to a lot of the things. Plus also have health issues and are gradually getting better now. That's great to hear that you're getting better. Yeah. Playing mostly gacha games. Are you sure you're okay? Gacha games, huh? Yeah, well, I'm glad to hear from you. And that your health is on the mends, hopefully. Alright. Let's go steal the crystal from Valoria to help Aeonor, right? Aeonor. Sending stone. You don't have time to play non-gacha games like MMOs? I don't have that much free time anymore. Is a live service MMO any more dedicated than a gacha game? I mean, Genshin Impact is a live service game with the gacha elements. But I guess you mean like the MMOs of old, like the subscription-based games and whatnot that require obligatory time investment, yeah. What am I? 10 minutes tops? Yeah, well, it's still a live service model, at least for Genshin Impact. I don't think gacha games and MMO and live service models are mutually exclusive in the case of Genshin Impact. But I don't know about the other ones. I'm not familiar with... Oh, actually, I am familiar with AFK Arena. I've seen Snowbreak, but not the other two. But you did list a bunch of them, so I'm guessing you're playing them staggered and not together. Because if you play 5 things and they're 10 minutes each, that would be 50 minutes, wouldn't it? No fun. You can't do raids or grind. No fun MMOs at the moment. Alright. They're still live service games. That's fair enough. If there's no fun ones, that certainly... Oh, I'm supposed to collect bending stones. Alright. We only need to collect one. Convenient. No need for additional carnage, folks. I come in peace. Just going to throw a wrench into your occupation here. Tower Fantasy is like 5 minutes. Still a live service game, so 5 minutes over the course of things, yeah. It's kind of like your perspective right now is kind of like microtransaction. If you do 10 5-minute things, it's not the same as a 50-minute one thing. Yes, indeed. Nostalgia, huh? Oh, wait. I can take out these guys, too. Let's take out these guys. Our task lines up. Oh, yeah? I still do this. I do every Monday resets on the new module, but that's about it. I mean, I have been doing this format for the last 6 modules. I don't remember how many modules it's been. Sure. I don't keep track of other people's concerns. Alright, sad, but no support from Des. What you gotta do? That's a privilege. So they clearly did something not worth supporting. That's probably my business-oriented perspective on that. Also, it's now Dika. Dika is being Cryptic is being absorbed into Dika. I don't think people deserve things based on the merit of their privilege, so it's kind of a deep cut here. But yeah, it would be nice if they had support, I suppose. I think personally, the mentality that a lot of the people have is entitlement. And that's why I'm still playing and they're not. Hopefully better than Embrace. That's not the... So it's still Embracer. Like, Embracer is the owner. Dika is the group. Well, actually, now that I think about it, unless Gearbox was the owner, and then that separation from Gearbox was from the Embracer group was why this is happening. Yeah, I think it's Dika is a group under the Embracer group, or under Embracer ownership. Not sure. We'll see. I'm very neutral about it because I am all too familiar with what type of personalities that were involved, and personally, from a professional standpoint, I'm not surprised that there were more investments in many ways, both the whole streaming thing and whatnot. Just wish there was a new Neverwinter with updated game engine. Alright. That sounds like, yeah, sounds like a big ask. What are we doing here? Oh, right, wait. Oh, that's the Neothelid. Okay. That's a Neothelid. You still like the game setting? Me too. Me too. I mean, I suppose I don't have to explain that. Alright. We gotta collect scales from... Oh, the Neolithids. Oh, these? Oh. They're just on the ground. Alright. I come in peace, folks. Or not. Alright, now I can collect in peace. 1 scale. 3 つ no, 3つ 4つ 5つ 6つ 7つ. And I actually don't know how to say 8. I'm gonna guess 8. Alright. Okay. I just used the generalized counter because I have no idea how you describe scales. Use the generalized counter for 1 thing, 2 thing, 3 thing. Alright, now we collect ingots. Does Neverwinter? No, it does not. It does not support that, yeah. But we gotta throw in our Japanese, right? And I was making an illusion. Are you Sub-Zero? Are you familiar with Sesame Street, like the American programming Sesame Street? There's a character called the Count, as in the vampire count, and he does this thing when you teach numbers. It's like 1, 2, like kind of like a vampire. So that's kind of what came to mind whenever I learned how to. Every time a new counter comes up in Japanese, I just think of the count on Sesame Street. Alright. Nothing like collecting debt from the recently deceased by killing them again. You know? That's a fantasy thing, right? Exclusive to fantasy. Nothing like collecting on a debt from a dead man. Is it only this, or are there other regions? No, just this. Oh wow, these things respawn very quickly. All right, so we're just collecting. All right, cool. All right, I think we've got our business done, so let's head back. Collected from the dead. Wait, there's something here too. Free some gift prisoners, of course, from the Ithalids.
Your world deserves its fate.
Can't we just talk about it, like in peace? You know, like peaceful negotiations? No. So you have any long, maybe like some exciting projects going on, Orange? Like, not anything in general, something you're excited about, perhaps? You're getting back into Street Fighter 6 and plan to change the language to simplify Chinese. Didn't realize they had it. Really? Sub-Zero? Really? What are they gonna do about Chun-Li? I'm just kidding. I'm being pedantic. But just in time for Akuma's appearance, right? Or as most people refer to it, Akuma. You know, I think it's soon. It's either the next week or the following week. Akuma might actually be out already. Now that I think about it. Just improving your health and self before moving on with life. Alright, alright. Well, do you... I hope you have some support, Orange. You have anyone around you? Going along with the journey, on your journey of recovery. Makes sense though, yeah. I've seen a lot of Chinese Twitch streamers play Street Fighter 6, so I guess it's pretty big over there. Yeah, so here's the Japanese companies, right? Right now, if you are in the top 4 companies, publishers, video game companies, there are 3 markets. And generally they expand to those. I mean, even Sega recently made it so that it's all 3. So you have English, you support English, Mandarin, and Japanese. Those are, from the business standpoint, the most lucrative sectors. And then all the others come after. right? The reason why Japanese is there is we're talking about Japanese games here, because Street Fighter is a property of Capcom. So Capcom Japanese is by default, but usually it's English and Chinese markets for the most part. And then you filter down to the other markets. But then there's a lot of geopolitics for the other markets, so lots of red tape. Especially Korea. Korea would be one of the incredibly lots of red tape. However, the reason why I mentioned Korean, because in the game industry, Korean is a big powerhouse too. Like Nexon Corporation, right? They actually published the game that I really loved last year, which is Dave the Diver. Nexon is doing this Sega thing, the same thing as the Sega thing, where they publish, or kind of like the Sega thing. They go a little bit further. They have separate groups and they publish under those group names. So Mint Rocket is the name of the Dave the Diver people, but it is still Nexon Korea for the most part. The Nexon would be the biggest contender against like Tencent from China and your 3 or 4 trifectas in Japan, like Banco is what I call them. Banco and Capcom, Sega, and Nintendo, right? And in the West, well, you can probably guess. It's Microsoft. Oh yeah, and then there's Sony. Let's not forget Sony. I keep forgetting. Sony, Japan. I usually don't talk about Sony too much because I don't own a console, right? And I don't talk about Nintendo very often as well. And in the West is, well, you can probably just start with Microsoft. There are a few others like Rockstar Games, right? Okay, and then like the Europe side, the hats definitely go off to like Annapurna for upholding the indie side of things. Well, Annapurna is actually, it's international. It's Europe and NA, but in terms of the mainstream stuff, CDPR is probably the biggest, one of the biggest on the Europe side of things. Yeah, and I'm not familiar enough with South American or things in the South American continent, so I don't know if there's something. I haven't come across something yet. Sony and Nintendo, they could have done so much more, specifically Nintendo. In what way? What do you mean by they could have done so much more? I don't understand.
While immature, that Neothelin poses great risk to all who attempt to defeat it in combat. You have shown your strength, and it is to be respected. We will send word to our queen of your success, and that the foolish Githzerai have created such a situation.
Githzerai? That's another interesting modification of Githyanki. Interesting, Githzerai. Huh. Oh, is that what they call themselves? Is it like a faction of...
Kithrak Zaza revealed that her red dragon, Ferrix, now falls under the control
Ferrix.
of the Tiskva elves.
Oh, I did see Ferrix.
Wield a potent charm spell, fueled by their Zarix's star, unbreakable by any Githyanki magic. It's a rare instance when a Githyanki knight is separated from their dragon, a matter we view gravely. In such cases, the young dragon must be hunted and slain. Our ancient pact with the Dragon Queen Tiamat demands it, as the souls of the dragon will be returned to her in Avernus if the contract is broken.
Right, that's right. The Githyanki, at least the factions that I'm aware of, has pact with Tiamat. That's right. That's how they have the bonds with their dragons. Breath of the Wild, Super Mario, etc. That doesn't really explain what do you mean by they don't like money and stuff. Sounds like westernized capitalism being applied to Japanese preservationism. Let's see. Alright.
The Empire's resorting to petty tactics, using bait to ensnare their adversaries. However, their attempt backfired this time. This sending stone remains operational and will prove valuable as we mobilize resources to planet Verderon. Your daring support for the Coalition and Mutineer Underground is invaluable. Without your assistance, our plans would have faced significant hurdles.
Okay. You're welcome. Flip the script.
I received word that one of our longest-acting moles inside of the Empire is due for payment.
Oh.
I usually send one
Okay,
of my
so-
dispersing officers to meet with them.
Sure.
But the mole has requested to meet with me personally.
Sure.
I'm far too busy with our invasion preparations to meet with them on Verderon at this
Of
time.
course you're busy.
Here, take this payment and deliver it to them, and please, send my regards. Their dedication to our cause is invaluable. I certainly will be thanking them in person, once Princess Idali is on the throne.
Oh, Zadali. I keep thinking it's Zarella or something. Zadali is the princess's name. They rest on their laurels and don't put out much. They don't rest on their laurels, in my opinion, but I guess when you try to normalize it to the development cycle of whatever your standards are, they could be considered fairly low on the development cycle list. That phrase, resting on laurels, certainly is implying that they are, but that's an ad hominem argument. I feel that it's misplaced here. Let's see here. Because Nintendo averaged a game each year already. Almost a game each year already. In fact, its performance was number 3 last year. Let's see. What was I doing? Oh, I wanted to look at how much currency did I get. This is a long track, dude. Wow, they really increased the volume of writing and the selected voice actors. Holy heck.
These bars are forged from a rare metal collected near the treacherous Eye of Doom.
Eye of
Harvesting this
Doom.
metal is perilous.
Okay.
The Eye's gravity ensnares weaker spelljammers, dragging them to an eternal abyss. Each bar holds a value of about 10,000 platinum coins in your realm, serving as a medium for substantial payments, loans, and the transfer of great wealth in this domain.
Each bar is worth 10,000 platinum coins? That's a lot. Yeah, I can appreciate that amount.
You've proven your worth. However, before I dispatch trade consortium vessels to the staging planet of Verderon, a pressing issue must be addressed. My adversaries from the Malice Syndicate have caught wind of the Coalition's intentions to amass forces there. Vokan may be a force to reckon with, but the Malice present a formidable challenge.
Okay.
Before proceeding, I entrust you with the task of journeying to the desolate Husk planet and handling their underboss there.
Of course.
Removing this obstruction will pave the way for our preparations toward the impending invasion of the Empire.
There's something about referring to yourself in the third person is makes me kind of smirk every time when someone speaks in the third person about themselves. Oh, Malice, huh? Looks like we're taking out the competition. The undue wet work involved in scratching your back and scratch your back and, you know, I'll scratch yours and you'll scratch mine while throwing everything else under the bus. Good old Game of Thrones. And not just not George R. Martin's, named book's sake, but more so the idea of a Game of Thrones. A Game of Thrones is a phrase before it was a title, right? Intrigue. It's a game of intrigue. Power struggles and all. Alright. Kind of reminds me of, a Sub-Zero. When you get deep into like dynastic folklore and stuff, like dynastic history and folk tales and whatnot, you get lots of this. Where like you weigh the consequences and the decision making that involves unifying a whole thing, like the Three Kingdoms, right? The Three Kingdoms saga, Romance of the Three Kingdoms. It's a constant philosophical and political and psychological thing dealing with the sacrifices and the compromises and the consequences of aligning for unification versus allowing diversity and multifactional coexistence. Romance of the Three Kingdoms is arguably one of the most used, arguably the most used period for Chinese related video games, right? Video games and stuff, and like movies and stuff to introduce that type of deep cut into the sacrifices and the turmoil and potential emotional damage and baggage that comes with trying to unify a large group, diverse group of people under one banner. And that's kind of something that I kind of see in Western ones, like Star Wars, for example. Like, you don't hear it much in Star Wars because it's like, it's a agenda perspective is from the other perspective. But if you watch anime like Gundam, that perspective is explored a little bit more in from both sides. Like in Gundam, it's the unification of space dwellers versus the Earth Federation, right? And things like that. And if you watch Star Trek, that's also a constant thing. What is the cost of unification and like potential enforcement of assimilation? You get harmony, but at the same time, you also get xenophobia and that type of thing. And it's constantly explored in most of these fantasy settings and space settings in general. You love dynastic history. Currently learning a bit of it through a book you bought in Chinese. Yeah. I really enjoy those things, and it's not like a bad or good thing. There's pros and cons, right? There's periods and times, sacrifices and compromises being made, and you oftentimes, at least in my opinion, Wizard of the Coast and Disney, more so, like if it was like a coin flip, it's a little bit tilted towards anti-unification, as in like taking a communal utilitarian approach, as in like why does Prince Zelith here might not actually be they don't have to turn out to be tyrannical, but more so as a unifier, right? A unifier. And in the establishment of the first dynasty, right, dynastic period, Chiang Kai-shek, I don't actually know how to pronounce his last name, but when he first unified China, that is a topic that is explored all the time, like the cost of unification versus allowing the diversity to happen. It's called I talked about, or like I kind of studied this in a random like an elective course in college, and they talked about like the current modern empire building versus like the empire building of old. The dynastic period is one of the oldest written recorded history of unification, right? The Chinese dynastic period. And then you have the Japanese and the shogunate period. And then you have like the Persian Empire, the Roman Empire. And then to the modern day, technically, modern day empires look like the United States and Canada. I mean, Canada. I say Canada. China. Sorry. So, like, empire building is different now, right? I say Canada. Sorry, I like Canada, but modern empire building looks very different now. So we were talking about like the philosophies and ideological shifting in how empire buildings are done, right? Now it's more like money and resources are the foundation of empire building. I thought you were smoking something when you were Canada. I don't know why I said Canada, but yeah. So it was a really great elective. It was a really great elective. It's been so long. I loved the course way more than I thought. We need general education requirements at the college that I went to. So one of the electives I took was on modern empire building, or like talking about modern, like contemporary empires. And basically the top 3 economic powers are regarded as aspects of the modern empire. So if you think of like the top 4 or 5 economically strong, that's kind of the elements that are involved in empire building. Not in the sense of the same as like tyranny and authoritative nobility and emperors these days, but more on the economic and resource control. They really didn't teach much, if anything, about the 3 kingdoms at your school so far, as far as you remember, but maybe I just didn't pay attention. I didn't pay attention. We didn't either. We didn't either. In 9th grade, like for instance in high school, in 9th grade, you learn about Western heritage. So that involves like loosely like Western heritage in terms of the European continent and like the dawning of the modern age. So you still started with like Mesopotamia, the Fertile Crescent in like the Middle Eastern, where you have like the rise of the Persian Empire, the Roman Empire, right? And then I think it was the following, you learned a bit about the shogunate and the Chinese dynastic period. However, most of my understanding, and this is gonna sound just like anime and, you know, being a dilettante in things, but most of my knowledge of the dynastic period and the shogunate period, like the Chinese dynastic period and the shogunate period, was through historic video games. I really liked like your 4X games, your tactical strategy games, and they are incredibly rich in war-related context and in Chinese, Romance of the Three Kingdoms, right? It's usually set in the Three Kingdoms. And the one that I really liked in Japan was a Sega Saturn game. Hats off to the non so lucrative Sega Saturn, but it was around the Tokugawa period. Yeah, Tokugawa shogunate. Arguably one of the most powerful, and it was a war between East and West. It's when Japan had their civil war, one of the most bloodiest wars, much like the American Civil War, when there was infighting, you know. In this case, Japan was East versus West. And Tokugawa was on top. So the West, or the East, eventually like succeeded to unify Japan. Although I don't know if they went through another, like, if Japan went through more civil wars after that. Yeah, there was a time I had to know the names of like the 7 dynasties after the unification of China under one emperor, Chiang Kai-shek. But I don't remember most of that now. The other period of Chinese history that is dynastic would be Genghis Khan and Kublai Khan, right? His son Kublai Khan, when the Mongolians ushered in a new dynasty in China. They get a lot of that. Oh, and Genghis Khan is a series in the Koei, the former Koei, now Koei Tecmo series that I played quite a lot of. They're still going, by the way. Koei Tecmo still makes these games. However, right now the darling publisher that is taking hold of these types of game is Paradox Publishing. Oh, okay. I'm not watching where I'm going. I just ran right into the lava. Lava indeed hot. All right, so we're getting rid of these heckin'. We gotta take care of the dragon for the gift Yankee, for the gift lady that hates us. Sorry, buddy. This is kind of like a old Yeller situation, you know what I mean? Like, oh, the tether is broken, so because we're on the side of the other piece, we have to put down the pet. Oh, which, by the way, dragons can speak in this, in case you're... this game looks so familiar, yet I can't recognize it. Never heard of the name Neverwinter? Oh, that's interesting. Resonante. Interesting. Well, it's probably gonna look familiar because it's part of the Dungeons and Dragons universe. So have you seen like a recent movie? There was a Dungeons and Dragons movie. You might have seen a poster that had certain things that look very familiar. Dungeons and Dragons is one of 3 oldest fantasy now, like one of the big powerhouses of fantasy. So if you've seen Warcraft, maybe something in Warcraft might seem a little familiar. If you came across Games Workshop's fantasy game, or if you went even back and touched upon Tolkien fantasy, like Lord of the Rings, this will probably still look familiar. Or the 4th runner-up, who's coming up now to compete in the 4 cycle, is Bethesda Software. So if you saw Elder Scroll, some sort of Elder Scroll footage, that might also look familiar. It looks Adventure Quest World. Yeah, that's describes pretty much all of Western fantasy. Yes. And then if you're really, really not familiar with fantasy, you could say Final Fantasy XIV kind of looks like this, but that is a big stretch. But Final Fantasy XIV is an Eastern Western fantasy. Did I ever get into Guild Wars? No. It was largely due to, at the time, the paywall that is required. And not really all that much, really. It's paywall, and not the paywall for the game itself, or the paywall for running the game itself. When Guild Wars was around, I was still relatively like non-privileged in that situation. However, I watched a lot of Guild Wars. So, yeah. Actually, I know someone who might still be playing Guild Wars too. Like a mix of AQW and WoW. AQW. AQW. What is AQW? I haven't seen that abbreviation before. It was the same with WoW. Yeah, I chose WoW for a while, and then I gave it up for college. Adventure Quest World. Oh, okay, Adventure Quest World. I see. I haven't seen AQW as the abbreviation, but yeah. Adventure Quest World is Western fantasy. World of Warcraft is Western fantasy. Actually, would I say World of Warcraft was... No, World of Warcraft was more inspired off of Games Workshop. It's fantasy, like they were hand in hand. World of Warcraft is actually one of the youngest. However, all of them goes back to Tolkien. Most of them go back to Tolkien. But yeah, these are the new age depictions. Not this game specifically, Rocinante, but Dungeons and Dragons is the de facto. Nowadays, it's the de facto. It's kind of like English as a language at the moment. Dungeons and Dragons is probably English in the sense of Western fantasy. Tolkien has a resurgence, but not as much of a resurgence as Dungeons and Dragons. And Neverwinter is part of the Dungeons and Dragons universe. Obviously, I'm an outsider to this, so I don't know a lot of specific details of its contents and lore and whatnot. This is my only exposure to Dungeons and Dragons outside of like movies and hearsay where people tell me about Dungeons and Dragons.
The departure of Feyrix brings great sorrow. Zaza will mourn his passing. His soul now rests.
Oh,
in his
it was
wings
Zaza's
in the
dragon.
nine hells.
Okay.
Though the pact was broken and his death was necessary, the might of a young dragon is far too great to be kept in the hands of our enemies, the Star Elves.
Yeah.
Your actions speak much, Istik, showcasing a strength that rivals the most formidable of Githyanki warriors. In recognition of this, we offer our respect. We choose to honor you with the traditional greeting in our tongue, Skathzai.
Yeah.
You'll be lucky to fight shoulder to
Skathzai.
shoulder one day.
Well, that's it. We got the favor of Vestra. Oh, so Zaza. So we rescued Zaza before last week, and I guess Zaza got separated from Feryx and got to put down Feryx. Feels bad, man. Okay. What do we do for these? Flip the script, right?
It's suddenly clear why the mole wanted to meet with you.
Right, the mole.
I can only imagine the havoc this double agent has caused within the coalition.
Betrayed.
Luckily, our plans are advanced enough that
Double
the damage
agent.
will likely be minimal. It's rather short-sighted of them to think I'd willingly put myself in such jeopardy. I always travel with security, fully aware of the bounty the Empire has placed on my head. Thank you for your tireless efforts in helping us prepare for the assault on the Imperial Citadel. The pieces are in motion, and our coalition is almost fully assembled on the dark side of Verderon. We will be sending word to Princess Idali shortly.
Yeah, 4 weeks. The 4th milestone is when you get the setup for the dungeon. But we already did the dungeon. We heckin' kick Emperor Zealous butt. That's what we do. We storm the Imperial Citadel and kick his rear end. Although we don't get to see the resolving, so you have to play through the 4 weeks to know what becomes of the resolving action. I imagine we'll see like maybe a small scene or a small dialogue that shows Princess I keep forgetting her name. Zarella. Yeah. No, it's not Zarella. Zarelli. I keep forgetting her name. She's standing next to it. It's fine. She's standing right here A Zadeli. Yeah. we might be able to see like a small cutscene where she's on the throne or something. Still remember playing a bit of WoW through my older brother's account though. That was back when the Lich King expansion dropped. I played in World of Warcraft Vanilla and then the Burning Crusade, and that was it. Then college. It was actually during college, but it was the first year of college. Yep. And then taking care of business.
Fools in the Syndicate failed to grasp the urgency of halting the Empire's advances in Doom space. Even with their own planet in jeopardy, they squabble over my affairs in the region. Eliminating their underboss on Verderon will benefit the Coalition, and, naturally, my own endeavors immensely. You've done decently, I must admit. Quite a feat, especially for someone from realm space.
Whoa. Whoa, that's racist. That's realmsist. Don't be a realmsist, okay, my friend? Oh, wow. Oh, okay, so we didn't need anything else. Yeah, we're done. Dang. Wow, that's a lot of writing. Okay, so they really went... What is this? 5x... Enchanting stones. Right, did they rename the stones? Oh, they probably renamed the stones. I forgot. So they wrote a lot. I think this is above average too. I think this was probably the most written out module since. Like, it's to the point where if they move the, in my opinion, if they move the weekly haul cap in a way, they could have all 4 weeks just be non-stop main quest lines. So this is probably the most completely written out module in the last like 6 modules. Usually it's like 1 or 2 tasks and then you wait for a week. So you repeat a bunch of things and then wait for a little bit and then wait for a little bit. But this was from beginning to end with like one set of things. So I think that's above average. It's kind of nice. And then we hit milestone 4. So technically we can go on. And it looks like it's just Volkoth. But we're going to save it for next week. Because I don't like floating. I don't like floating currency. And that's kind of why I don't like the design that they have. That they hold the weekly haul at cap and floating currency. But we'll see the setup to the Imperial Citadel soon enough. Alright. So we're going to switch characters now. And we're going to do it 2 times more. Because I have 2 other characters. I like to keep these 3 up to date. So, however, we're gonna change our background sound. So I haven't found something that doesn't look weird or doesn't hit like copyright and stuff. We're gonna try this one today. Let's try this today. Kind of has somewhat like of a spacey undertone, so I kind of like it. It kind of meets the ambiance of our chapter. Okay. Alright, let's see how quickly we can do our bootstrapping and then hop into an advanced dungeon. So 5:40 local time. By the way, if anyone's curious, In this game's client, it's always marked, the local time is always marked up here. It's probably not even visible because it's so tiny, but it's 5:40 p.m. local time. I'm gonna say what I saw and the task we had to do. It's gonna be 30 minutes for each. Let's find out. Okay. All right, big brain. They got the big brain. One set. That'll put us 3 over. We'll only float 3 currency, so that's excellent. Take care of the one, that demon lady, and then sabotage the star moth. Right. The legendary. The legendary what? Rager, what's up? How are you? Oh, I can say this too. Wait. Wait, I don't actually know how to say one person. Is it Hitori? It's probably Hitori, right? Hitori. Then Futari. Right? Futari. Futari. Oh my gosh, the rubber banding is absurd. What the? I need to change instances pronto. And this is probably... Actually, I don't know 3 people. I can't count up to 3 people. Oh, I can't even count up to, I think I only know Toddy for sure. Oh man. The things you notice when you're trying to, Sorry, this is kind of loud. One second. Calling me a legend? Well, I appreciate that. Mata mata desu, I suppose. Arigato gozaimasu. You're just chilling? Just chilling, huh? What did you do today? Right. We gotta pop the brain. Let's go pop the brain and cauterize it with this nifty tool. "14 needs a collar. This one has wife aggro." Yep. I thought you guys might like that classic old had millennial-ish commentary, public commentary. Me's wife with credit cards or flowers? Mez, wife with credit card or flowers? Interesting. Oh, I guess the person's name is probably Mez. Yep. There you go. Okay. Squishy brain. Smooth brain. That brain has a lot of ripples. Not so smooth. extra tentacles for all you special interests people out there. We have tentacles and brains, you know, 2 for the price of 1. Excuse me. I canceled that like so late, even though I didn't intend to cancel it. Okay. Okay, buddy. Okay, game. Wait. We want to take the opportunity to swap to a lower instance. Rubber banding like crazy. Okie dokie. Next task, next task. Let's go to Tanis. And set the Starmoth on fire. Nothing in the day, in the, you know, in the life of an adventurer by setting ships on fire, you know, delivering swift, slow burning justice by engaging in an act of terrorism. Nah. This is more like rebellion, right? It's closer to like guerrilla warfare. All right, here we go, guys. Wait, where's the... Okay. There you go. A bluey. All right. Done and done. Signed, sealed, delivered. Next one. Zarbos. Probably rescue Gith? Or eliminate... Let's see if these guys are interactable. They're not, so eliminate Gith. Oh, I could have saw that in the mini-map, actually. Okay. Jiuichi. Juroku Mono. I don't actually know how to count that high, actually. With Soot counter. Maybe it's like... Nah, I don't think that's how that works. But maybe like Jumutsu? Nah. Can you do that? Jumutsu? Alright. What else we got? We're good. And then we gotta bop the lady. The devil lady. Or trying to be saucy with Valkath. Pecking order. Must maintain the pecking order. Yep, I don't like you either. I'm just here. I'm just doing my job. I'm also a Devil Slayer. Go on. The light shall burn you. Oh, sorry, wrong game. Wrong game series. Hats off to Wait. Anduin? 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 The light shall burn you. Okay. Okay. Alright. Also maintaining the tariffs, right? Gotta secure the goods. Plastic bootstrapping. Very conveniently color-coded boxes. Mentioned this on week 1, like the color-coded boxes. Okay. All right, go back. Now we have to take care of the dragon, right? Oh no, I have to clear the neothelids. And we can turn in the activities. Gotta pick up the sending stone on Balloria. And Cash is king. That was high turn. Oh, taking the ingots back from the already deceased. Okay. Zarbos first. This is the Neolithid. Space suckworm. That's a juvenile one, actually. A bit rubber bandy. Alright, let's go collect the scales. Scale collecting. Boy, I love scale collecting. Oh, hey, someone has been here recently. Yoink. Weirdly two-dimensional. The scales are weirdly two-dimensional. All right. Head off and pay some ghosts. Undead some visits. Rob the dead. Yep. Rob the dead. Or collect from the dead, I suppose, technically. Velkath is owed this, I suppose. Nothing like delivering justice one payment at a time. All right. Next task. Get the sending stone from Balloria. Okay. Oh yeah. Yeah, so you just go all the way up there. All right. Come on, come on. Faster. I come in peace. There we go. Oh, right, ambush. Okay. I can DOT. Alright, oh, I need to collect the sending stone now, right? First group. First try. Let's go. First group. There we go. And we're gonna TP pack to the beginning to return it to the table. Save some time. Okay. Alright. Back to Valkas Manor. Or Moon Mount Valkath. Okay. Dokuri dokuri. Okay, and then gotta put down the dragon. Zaza's dragon. Gotta take care of rivaling syndicate. And flip the script. Double agent, take care of the double agent. Speed. Okay, straight up to the dragon. Come in peace. Okay. Do you move? I don't think you move, huh? We gotta be pretty quick about this because if the local time if I don't complete this before 7 local time, it will be a little bit difficult to find a party for Imperial Citadel. Oh, of course they aggro right at the end. Of course. Can you leave me alone, please? Don't you dare! Friendly. Let me leave. I hate you, Reggie. Why? Okay. Okay. Wait, that's it? Hold up. No. For some reason my map didn't show the other. Oh, it's here? Oh, all 3 of the things are here. Oh, I didn't even realize that the first time I did it. All the things line up onto this one map. Oh, I remember it now. Yeah. This is a double agent. Betrayed us. Okay. Can you not aggro that, please? Thanks. Okay. And then the underboss is over here. It's a space giant. Wait. That space giant is in okay. Actually, Sub-Zero, have you played Terra Online? And then you mentioned Guild Wars. No. Really? That interrupted too? Alright. That wasn't too bad. How long did we take? It's actually around, it's less than 30 minutes. Sure, it was less than 30 minutes now that I look at the time. What was it? I think it was like 5:40. I don't remember now. I think that took about 20 minutes. Not too bad. Without reading and all that stuff, right? Okay. Neato burrito. There we go. Okay. Moving right along. So it's at exactly at 6. We're hoping to complete this before 6:30. Leave for like 10 minutes. To see if we can find a queue. A random group. Okay. Invite you for what? Oh. Well, you have to find the same group. I usually just pop in whenever... I don't usually think the group ever looks for another DPS by the time I join them. Unless you're telling me you're a healer. That's a different story. Yeah, rarely do I find a group where they're not only looking for a healer and a tank, so... Help me out here, buddy. Here. Can I bum off you, please? Thanks. Nice. You can, but you'd rather not. We'll see. It's whatever group shows up. So if it's convenient, I will suggest it. Right. Although, as far as I know, I don't think in the last 2 days, in the last 2 weeks, I don't think there is a single group I encountered that wasn't like, healer and tank, and then, you know, I wait for a little bit. I'm like, all right. And that's about it. However, you know, it make it pretty consistent. I'll see if I can, whoever is there. Soon. It'll be in another probably 30 minutes though. Yeah. Just doing it in advance each day, each week. For the heck of it. I really like looking at the stage. I think the stage is wonderful. The Imperial Citadel stage. It's pretty chill. Like watching semi-new people-ish. Last group was not new people. Last group was not new people. They clearly were a little... Oh, well, there was one new person. And sure enough, they got blasted by donuts. They got blasted by golden donuts. They weren't new to the actual, like, the actual dungeon, but... They were a wee bit nervous. I enjoyed my first run 2 weeks ago. That was a blast. Come here. Stay together. You guys stop, please. All right. Yeah, we're just cleaning up, calling the calling the butts, the the butts, the illithits. All right. Off we go. Next task. Next task. We're not on the infernal pack yet. This is. Oh yeah, we are on the infernal pack. Can I jump down here? No, I can't. Just kidding. At least it's not a bug fest. Did I see a bug? Did I witness a bug? No. Yeah, I didn't witness a bug. Nice. Kind of takes the fun away from being a person who streams. We gotta sort out the consortium dispute. Wait, oh, wait. Right. I totally forgot you existed. I need to take you out. Okay. You are insignificant. No, I'm just kidding. Alright, go to Tannis. Set the star moth on fire, right? The third time. No task other than that. So let's continue. I'm rubber banding so hard. Holy, oh yeah. Right, I need to remember to change instances the moment I light this. Light this barrel up. Well, I like this playlist. Hopefully it doesn't have any copyright things on it. Why did you bring friends? Check in Regis. Okay. Okay. I switch instances. There's too much rubber banding. Must have hit a train instance. Okay. Where are we going? I guess that's all the tasks. Maybe. Gotta clear the riffraff. Okay. Oh. Interesting. I was curious what happens when you're in motion while doing that in the air. That only initiates when you where you hit it, and it doesn't initiate across a bigger. I mean, that makes sense. It doesn't initiate across where you land. Hello guys. I keep doing like the old pattern where I'm priming Tremor, which you don't do anymore because they changed that. I still have that natural inclination to prime it with a heavy strike or a heavy slash. Alright, it's been 10 minutes. Not too bad. So like 10 minutes per cycle, because this is the first set. Right. Big brain, then we're going up to Darbo's cleanup. The king. Ashes king. Rob the dead, of course. And then find the sending stone. The Neolithid. I'm having such a trouble time using English stress accent now because I keep picking the wrong syllables or the non-traditional syllables. Because they're Japanese. Alright, time to go collect some scales. Only with proper nouns though, like words that I'm not conditioned for, like illithids. As illithids, that's weird. Oh, I didn't mean to take that up. Okay, come on, come on. Pick up faster. Okay. Tennis? Oh no, tennis. High turn. Collect from the dead. No hard feelings, guys. For a second time. Maybe this might be the first module where my gear is up to date. Maybe. Maybe. I really can't be bothered, but we might be able to get serendipitously up to date. Not really a requirement. What's the fun in that, right? Alright, we robbed the dead, the recently deceased. Let's go back all the way to the other corner. Get the sending stone. This faster? Not really. Okay. All right. Heck you guys. Stop it. Alright, you guys got a sending stone? I bet you do. Their aggro ranges. Just want. Oh, I got it. All right. All right. I come in peace. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Okay. All right. Okay. There you are. Don't mind me. All right. Back to Volcath. That took 5 minutes. So yeah, less than 30. Because we also front loaded our 3 repeatables for next week. And then all of these guys are on Veduran. Help me. I don't understand English anymore. Alright. Yeah, we'll go here first. Okay. And the guy over here. Oh, hey, Shady. Hello. Hey, I met someone yesterday. That's pretty cool. That's from Australia. That's learning Chinese. I don't know, I'm not sure. Nick. Nick is his name, but I'm not sure if Nick is going to be able to, like, it's a very late, like, what is it? 18 hours? 14 hours. 14-hour difference. So, but this person specifically want to, I think they shared their goals. Wanted to eventually get to HSK 3 before they visit, I guess, before they visit China in November. Sub-Zero is slacking. Sub-Zero is somewhere here. They're Sub-Zero is slacking on Mandarin. Nah, Sub-Zero is I don't actually know. I didn't ask how his uni stuff is coming along. I think he's almost done. But then he's gonna start his Mandarin stuff. There's a few people who are strictly Mandarin interest. Strictly. How are you, by the way? Having so much fun, but none of my friends care about it? Aw. Your husband doesn't care about it? Yeah, 54 characters so far. Trying to add roughly 5 to 10. That's a very, very appropriate amount, actually. That's almost how you say coincidentally aligns with the magic number, you know? Are you familiar with the magic number? Oh, your partner does have any interest in language learning? I'm gonna say this as a joke, but I don't know if you feel the same as a as a foreigner, but that sounds very Japanese. The magic number? Yeah, it is very Japanese. My parents would say the same. If they understood English and they already have like their mother tongue, right? And then they have a common language, it's like you already have the common tongue. I mean, you know, you already have the common language, like shrug, pragmatism. Little interest in things outside of his own culture and the parts of America that he sees on TV and stuff. Well, hey, at least you have the privilege of sharing that with him. I think it's incredibly cute to watch couples introduce their culture to each other. I watch a lot of that, like a lot of it. All right, so we're done. What was that? 20 minutes. So yeah, that was today was a fast day. So 20 minutes. Now we're gonna go back to our first tune and then try to sieve out some parties if we can. Oh, that's not the tune I'm gonna use. Oh, so the magic number. This is like an old school thing. It's more of a like old school dogma thing. But back in the day, I don't know, 1940s? I'm gonna say 1940s. When you go to like psychology class, like 101, you cover at least this guy's like thing. And it's the idea that I don't think this has changed much lately. Like it's not like there was like some sort of genetic explosion or drift or something. But usually when it comes to the intellectual mind, right, how many novel things you can take in, 7 comes to mind because of this really I'm gonna say like this experiment way back where they tested someone's recall on like things like numbers, abstractions of numbers, and they came to the conclusion that the average is around 7, so 7 items. And when you said 5 to 10 things, provided that you have association stuff, that number will go up. However, if it's like purely incredibly abstract 7 things, that's usually the max, or like the maximum average for people to remember over the course of a day with like or immediate short-term memory. It was like the magic number for short-term memory things. There's a lot of parallelisms to why phone numbers have 7 digits and all that other stuff that you can draw from our current structure of things we have to remember. So phone numbers are a great example. At least the United States phone numbers. I don't actually know if other countries' phone numbers are hyphenated differently, but they stuck with 7. But that's kind of like the magic number. I forgot what the thing is called. Let me see. Can I get it by typing magic number? No, it doesn't. So let's see, magic number psychology. You can get it. Yeah, the magic number 7 plus or minus 2. It was a famous paper. Oh, it's 1950s. Yeah, 1950s. Way back in 1950s. It was George A. Miller was the cognitive psychologist. And that the average human can hold in short-term memory 7 plus or minus 2. It's occasionally referred to as the Miller's Law. But yeah. Oftentimes, if you're learning something, you can work on consolidating 7 items at a time. 11 numbers are like 3 or 4 of them optional. Like, you know, kind of technically the United States is 11 numbers too, if you know what I mean. It's 11 numbers as well. However, in Japan is like none of them optional. It's actually 1 area code and the 7, if you know what I mean. If you're outside, like everyone from outside will probably see the United States as numbers with 11, or phone numbers with 11 numbers. It's 1717. It's 344. Oh, whereas we're actually 1334 from outside, but it is 334 if it's domestic inside, because our international number is 1. The only reason that comes into play is my parents are immigrants, so they used to have to remember to dial 1, or tell our extended family that you have to dial 1 first. Oh, it's plus 81 for the prefix. I see. And then 344. Dang. Now, isn't that a fun deep cut, right? So are we to interpret that Japanese people have conditioned themselves to remember larger isolated numbers? Obviously, the Miller's Law, or like the magic number, short-term memory can increase in efficiency when you group, right? And that's usually what most people do. They bring down the average, so you can view the units as pairs or triples to increase the efficiency. Potentially not statistically significant when it comes to more complex things, but usually the numbers are. The number is one of the things that come up more often. My Japanese phone number was 810, oh my gosh, 81080 8036 4770. Oh my gosh, even if you pair them up, it's still reaching max at 7. So that's tough. Like even when you pair them up, you'll still get close to 7. So that really pushes the short-term memory. What gets really confusing is if that first set of 3 starts with the 0, you can leave it off. What? Oh wait, Sarge, Rager, are you still on? There's a group in PE, the chosen one. This guy, he's looking for a tank and DPS, looking for 3. I'll join this. Let's join this. Yeah, there's a LF3 with tank and DPS. I'm gonna join as a tank. We'll see. They sent the message like 6 times already with no drop, so it's this guy. It's a wide shoulder dragonborn, metallic dragonborn. I did plus them, but they didn't say anything back. So maybe they're inspect hero. I think they're more of an inspect hero at this point. I call them the inspect heroes. So basically, you respawn and you just wait. You give them like 5 minutes. If they don't respond back, then they inspected you and they just knew exactly how you would perform based on what they inspected. I call them the inspect heroes. Yeah, this guy's an inspect hero. Oh, no. Just kidding. Oh, no. That's you. Wait. Oh, you invited me. Oh, so they were waiting on you? All right, well, let's go. Hooray. Thanks. Appreciate it. Geronimo. Oh, I forgot to change up my Do you want me to collect all of this? Can you blow up all these things? All right, let's go. Let's go, Sergeant. Being reckless. I love being reckless. I mean, no one quote me on that. I like being reckless in video games, you know? Video games. Live a little, right, guys? Live a little. I need to switch this. Alright, so how quickly can... Now we're basically doing the... How quickly can Sarge blow up mobs game, right? You're on the wrong build? Wow. Sounds like an excuse to me. Oh, I started too fast? Well, then that sounds like an excuse. This is a high octane gameplay right here. High octane. It's basically a chapter from Dynasty Warriors at this point. This is basically Dynasty Warriors, you know? They're just zipping and dipping everywhere. Oh, I'm lagging a little bit there. Alrighty. We're at the boss. First boss. Man, you could really go ham on this. I just realized this dungeon is really short. What the heck? It's actually really short, man. Alright. Oh, we lost our, we lost the guy. Oh, are they going to, oh, are they farming AP? Is this guy sweaty? Oh my gosh, are you doing the same, Sarge? Are you going out to farm an AP start? Freaking, oh, you guys are so sweaty. went to farm an AP. I know. I played this game for a very long time. I know. But I'm a paladin. Yeah, I know. You can go hit dummies. Heckin' sweaty AP practices. One button. Oh, you don't even need to? Oh yeah, that's right. You could just go to the trainer and you get full AP. Yeah. Wow, that is extra sweaty. Yeah, sure. Extra sweaty. Overload? And that's super sweaty. Whoever uses overload. I'm just kidding. I mean, like, I'm tanking, so yeah. Something has to convince me to use it. Can you stop delaying, please? Yeah, we'll just throw it out in the beginning because it takes a while. I like how Mr. Stone was like, alert, because they have a macro. You gotta love the macro for aggro. I mean, I'll just bop on this generator, really. You guys just take the other generators, right? I can keep this generator down. Not a big deal. The floor is lava. I mean, the floor is purple COVID. But floor is purple COVID. Just in time for the other the artifacts. I'm gonna be such a troll on the second boss, maybe. I don't have a tank that can stand still, so someone's gonna yell at me to stand still. I have a distinct feeling. I got yelled at for not standing still. Like, you can tank it. Like, I don't think I can. Alright. Whoa. 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 The generators. I mean, I'll survive on the lava floor with a health stone, but I don't know about you guys and COVID. You gotta love being hit out of being hit while your tab is up, while your divine champion is up, getting CC'd while your divine champion is up. I thought that was a great idea. I love this generator. It's my best friend. Just wailing on the generator. Extra ups. Extra ups. Ooh. Mr. Stone got a little in front of that guy. Just a wee bit there. I want to hit the snake. Heckin' snake. Alright. Is this the divinity one? Yes. Give me this divinity one. Off we go. More divinity for me. For healing though. For future things. Since this is advanced, I'm using did they say really? Did someone just say go go go? If so, then I'm definitely going. Say no more. If there's anything I do well, it's going. Hello? Why aren't these guys showing up? Multi-runs? Oh. That is so tempting. I guess we'll see. I should use a consumable. We could do more than one run, I think. It would be nice if I can get my hands on a offhand or a main hand, and then I could finally dump my outdated main hand, and that requires how many runs am I at? I think I have enough for an offhand and a main hand out of currency. Wait. Oh no, I think we missed the first glyph. Yeah, I think that's the very first glyph. Oh no, never mind. Just kidding. Sometimes lots of groups miss the very first glyph. But that's just the last one, so it's not that bad. Wait. How do I do this? Hold up. You said I can go to the training room. I haven't done this before. So go in here, right? And you go to the arena, right? In here, I'm guessing, and then this guy. And then one of these. Oh, just next to campfire? Oh, second from the right. Okay, let me see. Let me despawn that guy. Okay, and then you go second, like this one. Oh, nice. All right. That's hilarious. All right. That's so funny. All right. I'll remember that next time. That's hilarious. Okay. Yeah. Well, I'll stay for more. Sure, I'll stay for more. That person's asking. I have to type back though. That's a at first. Sorry. I'm really not that this guy really is not that sturdy. So we're gonna shift around a little bit here. Oh, you already. Oh no, I don't think that can actually hit more than one target. So dang it. Stop popping me, please. Nah, yeah. Yeah, alright, I can stay here. Yeah, this part I'll stay still. It's one wave and a blank, so it's fine. Okay. And then we get dazed. You in for one more? This person says we'll do one more. I think I can do one more. Probably not more than that though. I gotta do my Japanese lesson. This does kind of make me tempted to start looking for a looking for a steady group. Oh my gosh, this spot is so rubber bandy. So chunky. What the heck? Oh my gosh. Is it just me or am I running? I'm kind of like oh my gosh. Okay, I mean it's not a bug. It's not a bug, but it's pretty up there. How rubber bandy that is. All right. Okay. Fun times. I do have a healing boots now though. Healing boots is nice. It's my 21st run and never seen cleric weapon. Feels bad, man. That's understandable. It's not funny anymore. Yeah, traditional loot system. Although, if that's the person's 21st run, 21st run, that person can actually buy both the main hand. Yeah, you can buy both now. It only takes 20 runs to buy both of them. So, yeah, I still haven't gotten to 20 runs, but yeah, you can definitely buy both of them by 20 runs. Which I probably will. If I can pick up the main hand, I'll buy the offhand. Yeah, they just don't want to spend, and that's fine. Yeah. That AD cost. Okay. Alright. Are we just going in? Yeah, we're just... The heck with your shield. Star shield damage. I wonder how much star shield damage does, And you guys are forcing me to hit the guy. Not nice. I don't like it. I don't like being forced to hit the guy to generate aggro. Wait, I wasn't paying attention to artifacts. Oh, there it is. Thanks. Thanks, Ranger. Wasn't paying attention. Whoops. I kind of took that. Oh boy. I don't like this little crack. Sometimes it's kind of unreliable. Oh boy. Is this the floor is lava? No. No, I can't get over there. Can't stop separating from. Stop being a pep, guys. Sorry, I was talking to the mobs. The mobs are being toxic. And the Emperor is being toxic too. The non-instant death because of people taking care of the clones. Love it. Oh, watch out. I saw you. Fucking Rager. You were like, should I try to show off by standing next to the tank and dodging the splash? I'm just kidding. It just happened to be standing next to me. Oh, for a moment there, I thought that dude was channeling. What the heck? What a butthead. You know, for an emperor, I feel like the dude could have used a gigantic sword or something, you know. Can I get a maid hand, please? Nothing. Ooh, that might trigger. So, poor guy. Try again. Okay, sure. Unluck, man. Unluck. Which one is this? I don't need another copy of that. It just keeps giving me the cosmic band of energy, right? Like that's 6 cosmic bands of energy. That's like the 6th cosmic band of energy offered to me. Real talk though. Alright, we're gonna do this one more time, apparently. At least, I'll do it one more time. Gonna have to go and work on Japanese. Oh, it's very fast. Usually it takes about double the amount of time. But I see that people are really getting into the mood of it. Quick drag. Yeah, there's like 4 or 5 people for tech. Double special today. Hey. What's this? This was the damage and movement speed thing, right? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. From my standpoint. Right. Healing. It's always nice. This is the only piece that was I would like. Okay. You can feel your AD, you can feel your AP. That's hilarious. Wait. Awkward. They got so used to it. They got so used to picking. It's already a private group, so they can leave whenever. Take us away. Yeah, can you? Okay, fair enough. Too lazy for me. All right. Are you part of the 100K club yet, Sarge? The 100K club. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Sarge is still smoking. There we go. Sarge is back. Yeah, it's not even a private group, but it's fine. Let's just go. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, okay. Well. Hang on, I'll get the person back. He's such a donkey. When you slip up, you know, when you slip up, everything else goes too. Give me ups. I'm too heavy. Give me ups. Hey, what happened to the fire? Oh my gosh, the lag. There's so much lag. Holy. Okay. Alright. Someone hit the catapult. Am I hitting the catapult? me in. Let me in. Okay. Nah, I'm not gonna even bother with just. Ah, fine. I already loaded this space. Oh, I see you. I see you. I saw you loading in. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. I don't like how there's an early like period here. Please? Please? Hello? Come on. Okay. You can definitely squeeze in a artifact here in the beginning. Oh, ow. What the heck, dude? How'd you hit me there? Ups. Wait. Did you guys just double? That's a new one. You skipped you guys skipped the spawn rotation? Dang. That scorpion is looking mighty unhealthy. I don't know. That scorpion is looking mighty unhealthy. It's fine. How did that guy get hit again? Oh. I don't know, scorpion. Ouch. Okay. Oh, wait. I can't even get the aggro from the guy anymore. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't even get the aggro from the guy. Can you not aggro this guy anymore when they're enraged? Yeah, you can't. It doesn't actually work. Yeah, it doesn't actually work. When the dude's enraged, you can't actually grab it. Yeah, you can't actually grab it. Yeah. Right? Yeah, you can't grab the aggro after the dude is enraged. I don't know. Womp womp. $18 minutes left for... Okay, so everyone is just... Okay. I mean, just with you two guys... Yeah, womp womp. Just with you two guys, we can complete the third boss. It really is irrelevant. I'll waste time if I leave last boss. Yeah. Oh. Wow. Okay. Okay. It gives me time to eat. I've adopted the womp womp. I don't even know if I'm using it appropriately, Sub-Zero. I'm just saying. You wouldn't know either? Why would you tell me something you don't know how to use? Womp womp. What's this? Oh, are you sharing your collection? Oh, you don't have any, you didn't get your weapons yet? I see. You're just a messenger. I have to find a replacement. No, I didn't do them enough to get them. Not on this character. I don't play Neverwinter that much. Yeah, I stopped using I stopped using the barbarian for tanking because of yeah, it's a combination of mixed bags, but the last module kind of no, because the last module kind of did it in. Yeah, but they weren't to be a very very discreet about it. Those tanks are not does not have as long of a attachment to sentinel tanking than I have. Maybe if they continue changing the sentinel to something different, then making it into one thing. Yeah, what happened to our dude? Did the dude DC or something? Maybe we call it quits here. Then saw I search for his not online. The dude might have DC'd. Maybe. Oh. Okay. Yeah, the Sentinel does things that you don't know why you're here, TBH. Well, thanks for your honesty. Hiroko. Is that Roblox? No, it's not Roblox. This is Minecraft mod 36. Do I stream on some? Yeah, I'm on YouTube as well. Largely ever since I started doing learning things. It's nothing like it's nothing like Minecraft, not gonna lie. Oh yeah? Does it look anything like Roblox? Yeah, let's call it. Thanks, friends. Alright. We tried, but it's gonna get very late. Thanks, Sarge, for chilling and playing. Maybe we could make this a Monday thing. You know? Maybe we can make this a Monday thing. Or at least the next 6 Mondays. You know, there are 6 Mondays left. There are 6 Mondays left. Throw in one run every once in a while for the giggles. Yeah. The thing about the Sentinel tank thing is I've messed around with the Sentinel tank for a very long time, and the last mod they changed one of the things, so now there's fewer things to do, so it's even less interesting, right? Less interesting. So I was really expecting them, at least in my opinion, when they change something, they introduce something alternative, right? If they suggest something alternative, but they basically just removed another choice. So I used to mess around with like 2 or 3 things, and now there's like 1 thing. Yeah, there's 2 things, but the second thing is just for running, like when you're running to a boss, and then you have the boss thing. So there was less experimentation. They're just not as interesting anymore, as in my opinion. So I stopped for now. Fighter hasn't really changed much either. Is that mod like a full game in it, or how? I was kidding. This is Neverwinter Online. If you're continuing the joke, or now I'm not sure if you're serious now. Hiroko. Okay, so that's the end of this segment. Thank you, Sarge, for chilling. Maybe I'll heal next time. Let's see. So, oh, you didn't get it at all? Yeah, this is Neverwinter Online. It's a what? It's gonna be 11 this year. Yeah, it's gonna turn. This game is gonna turn 11 in less than 2 months. So 11 years. I've been with the game for over that period. What can I say about today? It's pretty solid. I think it's above average. Like lots of quests. I mean, obviously we're desynced, so the milestone 3's quest line is pretty good, and I would not be surprised if they continue to write everything to the end of milestone, technically for milestone 4, leading up to the in the guy DC'd. I'm gonna pass. Should we do it? Are we doing this? It's up to you. I mean, I don't want to wrap it up, but nah, I'm gonna pass. Yeah. So let's wrap it up. So I think it's above average. I hope we're going to see some more stuff and maybe a cutscene. I'm feeling good about this. Maybe a cutscene. Cutscene for this. I want to see Princess Zadali on the throne. They did write that in. But anyways. And I think they're wrapping up this thing, so this is the last Spelljammer related thing. I really like the space theme. So I'll give it a solid 6. Actually, did anything else? Do you get anything for this milestone? I know you can't get these things until milestone 6. Yeah, milestone 6. That's kind of weird. Oh wait, I saw a thumbnail. Did you study Japanese on Duolingo? How good is it in my opinion? We're about to switch over there, so give me a sec and I can probably answer your question. It's serviceable. It's serviceable, but it's very hard to summarize 700 hours plus. It's serviceable. I don't think there's anything that was locked or unlocked from this. So yeah. It's business as usual for week 4, right? But it's above average. I think there's a lot of writing. I like the writing. I pay attention a lot to writing because I want to write something in the future as well. And they continue to have voice actors for that. Voice actors have more lines, which is... I've always wanted to meet who the stock voice actors are for this game. It's always nice to see smaller voice acting productions happen consistently. Right. All right, so that's a wrap. I'll give it a 6 for week 4. Above average. Usually the average is you only have like 1 or 2 main quests and you do them and that's it. But it just ends there most of the time. So having that extended, it's pretty cool. I like it. Funny. All right, and yeah, that's a wrap for Neverwinter today.